So now you watching us, bro. So. So all you got this right here, you can keep it loose. And then, right. And let it easily turn. And then the water. Hey, Shalom. Alright? We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Alright? Bahashim, Rekah, Kadash. Okay? You know, it's the Holy Spirit, bro, in the name of the Holy Spirit, man. Alright? Double honor to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone, who rule well, teach well, being great example to Israel, man, the elect. Alright? And peace and blessings to the brothers on the four winds, all across the globe, man. Pushing the truth and sincerity, man. And truth, man. Alright? We Hebrew Israelites. We come week in and week out, man. In season, out of season, man. Alright? As you see now, it's raining, man. But where we at? Going the highways and the byways, man. Because what? We got to feed the elect, man. The Lord said, you love me, man. Feed my sheep. Alright? We not like these other fake Israelite camps, man. These counterfeit Israelite camps, man. Alright? When it's raining, they don't come out. Alright? When it's cold, they don't come out. No. The Lord said, man, be instant in season and out of season, man. Alright? There's all types of weather, man. And what we supposed to push? We supposed to push prophecy, man. Alright? Prophecy what? Speak before coming, man. Alright? And what's to come, man? Destruction to America, man. That's why we say death to America, man, because that's the destruction that's coming upon this wicked kingdom, man, this simple kingdom, man. Alright? But furthermore, we're going to get into it and let it loud there, bro. See you want to do, bro? Alright, let's get straight to everything. Right? Because that's what we out here to do, man. We out here to push these prophecies, man. And persuade men to the terror of the Lord, man. Alright? Because once we bring these precepts out, man, alright, then the elect get that fear in them, man, and they'll turn back to the Heavenly Father and the Son, man, who gave it to them, man. Alright? You got it, alright?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
It says, speak thou into the ears of my people, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, according to the scriptures. Right? Speak unto my people. All right? Because contrary to popular belief, the Lord doesn't love everybody. Everybody is not the Lord's people, man. All right? And also, contrary to what these people deem us as black Hebrew Israelites, as you can clearly see this brother on my far left, to the left of this brother, he's not what you would call black, okay? So it's not about skin color, man. The Lord is not simple-minded. All right, and to you Israelite camps out there who call yourself prophets of the Lord and don't understand that the nation of Israel comes in all colors, you don't understand the scriptures, right?
If I can add this, they say black Hebrew Israelite, they must forget about Issachar, Ephraim, and the Manasseh. You know what I'm saying? How can you forget about those tribes when you talking about the black Hebrew Israelites? You're only thinking about who? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You know? Well, what's up with the other tribes? When you saying black Hebrew Israelites? Like GOCC, ISBK, they call themselves black Hebrew Israelites. That's how they know they sold out to the so-called white man, you know? Because they still got their title on their name, man, black Hebrew Israelites. Which is not black, man.
Right. Right. Because there's only two skin complexions on the planet Earth. That's red and brown. There's no black and there's no white people walking around, man. Right. Okay. You either a shade of brown or you a shade of red. Right. So this black and white this black and white vibration that's out here is really to keep you deceived, man.
That's right, bro.
Okay? And to spread confusion, which is the MO of the so-called white man. Okay?
That's right.
And the so-called white man, according to the scriptures, is Esau Edom, man. All right? Now, read it again, Bible Shop.
2nd Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right. And we going back to speaking the words of prophets, man. All right? And what he said, man, all right, the prophets before us, man, all right, what they do, they prophesy against many countries, man. All right? Or what? Rumor, man. War. All right? Pestilence. Destruction, man. All right? That was the prophets before us then, man. All right, what we gonna do? We gonna do the same thing, man, because what? We them coming back in reincarnation, man. It's just a hamster on the wheel, man, till you have about your shot come back, man. All right? And what we doing today? We prophesy against what? Many countries, man, saying what? The Lord gonna come back, man, and take over, man. The Lord come back for his crowns, man. His glory.
Right, and that's the nation of Israel.
That's right,
the
bro.
elect of the nation of Israel. Because the elect, right, of the nation of Israel were the only ones that was able to speak things before they happen and be active. Right? The prophets that was prophesying against many kingdoms were Israelites. Because the Israelites are the only ones that have the power of Yahweh Shah, the one that you people, ignorant people in the world call Jehovah, God, Jesus, you know, Yeshua, Yeshaya, Ahaya. Okay? Because you err not knowing the scriptures. You err not knowing the prophecies when you come out and you see a so-called white man prophesying on the highways and hedges and think that they're an Edomite or think that they're automatically Esau. Well, newsflash, there's black Edomites too. So-called black Edomites too, man. What you think the parable of the wheat and the tares is about, man? Okay? Matter of fact, I'll get it, bro.
And a good example of a black Edomite would be the bishop here in Memphis, man. The Catholic bishop here in Memphis, man. He's an Edomite. He's got dark skin. The way he moves and the way he acts, man, it's off. He's a heathen. He's a heathen, man.
And see, another thing is, through the deception of the so-called white man, you have this terminology called mixed gender. But there's no such thing as a mixed gender. See, you people don't understand the Bible because it clearly tells you that a man's nationality is determined by the seed of his father. So if you are a so-called white man, right, and you lie down with a so-called black man, the world will call you mixed. Okay? Well, his mom's black and his daddy's white. That doesn't matter. Who carries the seed? The father. So that's just like Blake Griffin. That's just like Mike Conley here in Memphis. All right? His wife is a so-called white woman. But guess what? His son is an Israelite. All right? Even though his son looks like a so-called white man, you know? But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your skin complexion is, man. Okay? So we out here to speak the prophecies unto our people, and it's not according to color, man. Okay? It has nothing to do with your skin color. See, the Most High told us what would happen to us in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, right? And what happened was we forsake, right? And we rebelled against his law, statutes, and commandments and were given over to the hands of our enemies. Throughout the process of time, we mingled with all these different nations. But guess what? Wherever we went, we out-multiplied every nation, man. When we were in Egypt, which we were brought into the land of Egypt through the spirit of power, who had Joseph sold into Egypt, right? And when Joseph was sold into Egypt, what happened? The Pharaoh of Egypt made Joseph the treasurer or the governor over the whole land of Egypt. Underneath Pharaoh was Joseph. And Joseph didn't answer to anybody but Pharaoh. And when the time came, when the famine came to the land, his brothers and his father sought out, went out to the land of Egypt and sought out what? Food. They were seeking for food. And when they came and into Egypt, they ran into their brother Joseph, man. And Joseph revealed himself unto them. Okay? And Joseph had such good favor with Pharaoh that eventually the Israelites, right, meaning the Judah on down to Issachar, right, came into the land of Egypt, and we started to multiply there in Egypt, man. But when Joseph passed away, the new Pharaoh didn't have any favor with the Israelites, man. Okay, they didn't respect the Israelites anymore. So they became, instead of them becoming like neighbors to the Egyptians, they became the bondman of the Egyptians, man. But what happened when he put them in bondage? What happened when the Pharaoh started putting that hardcore bondage on the nation of Israel? They began to multiply. And he said, these people have began to multiply and become greater than we, man. So it's war strategy. What did they start doing? They started putting to death the firstborn sons. Well, actually, all the sons. Okay, because first they was putting to death any male that was born of the nation of Israel. They was putting them to death, man. That's how you know this the land of Egypt, man. Right. Because what do they do to the so-called black man here in America? They separate him from the household, right? And they cut him off from his family, man. And it starts at a young age, you know? Once you get about 16, 17 years old, you exposed to all kind of wickedness, man. You know? And that's simply because that father figure is not there in the household, you know?
Hey, younger than that.
They were like 13 years old.
Younger, man. You start going to school when you're like 5 years old. They take you away from your parents. You're at school all day, away from your parents' teachings. They push an agenda or their ways of thinking on your kids, man. And 5 days out of the week, seven hours out of the day, they're forced to learn some other bullshit that you have no control over.
Right, you forced to learn the culture of the so-called white man, the wicked man. Okay?
That's why the Lord said, train the child up the way he should go, man.
Yeah.
He's supposed to train the child up in these scriptures, man. That's what he would want. He wants to depart from it, man. Still no righteousness, man. Alright? But what we've been taught in this society, man. Alright? We've been taught wickedness in this society. Alright, it took the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah to take us out this world, man. Alright, because we was in the world.
Right.
You know?
You had to be brainwashed.
That's right, bro.
You grow up being brainwashed with wickedness, and if you're chosen by the Spirit of power, he will allow the Holy Spirit to come upon you, and you'll be brainwashed with righteousness, man. Okay? Because like the brother was saying, it actually starts as soon as you put your children in these school systems, from kindergarten all the way to the time that they graduate. They've been brainwashed. They've been trained up in the ways of the wicked, man. You know, being taught a totally different culture from what they really from who they truly are, man. Okay, and that's why through the process of time, through all these different nations that we were subject unto, we lost our heritage, man. And through losing our heritage spiritually and mentally, we lost our heritage physically. Right. Because it's actually a shame, right, for us not to be recognized on sight. And that's in Daniel 9 and 7, bro. If a brother will get that for me, Baba Kashab. It's a sin, man.
I got it right here. Hold it. Now, this is Daniel 9 and 7. Oh Lord, righteousness belongeth to thee.
Right, the Most High said righteousness belongeth unto him.
But unto us, confusion of faces.
But unto us, confusion of faces, man. Okay? That's why you people are under this philosophy that God loves everybody, right? Because you taking the doctrine and basically made it fit what your mind wants it to be. Make it subject to your emotions, okay? But the Lord not dealing with your emotions. He said, my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, okay? But this is easily understood of the men that seek him, okay? He says righteousness belongeth unto him, and the men that seek him, righteousness is of filthy rags. Because we're so filthy, right, being in this flesh, that everything we look at in plain sight with the naked eye is a deception unto us, man. You don't know left from right. You don't know right from wrong, okay? The only way that you are able to filter is through the Spirit. But that Spirit has to come upon you, man. This is a scripture that says that the Spirit of Yahweh Shai is upon us. I think it's in Hosea. But go ahead and finish that, bro.
And it says, and at this day, to the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near, and that are far out through all the country, whether I have driven them because of their trespass, that they have trespassed against thee.
See, for our trespasses, we were scattered amongst all the nations, man. We went from being the greatest people, right, to being the lowest people wherever we went. Okay? Because technically, if you do the numbers, they call the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans the minorities on the planet. But the truth of the matter is, we actually outnumber every nation on the face of the earth. Because there was a commandment that was given to us, and that was in our spirit to be fruitful and multiply. That's why you will see Jake. He got 5 or 6 baby mamas. All right? He got damn near 20 kids. You know? Jake got kids he don't even know about. Jake damn near 30 years old just finding out. He got a 7, 8-year-old child in Germany or somewhere from where he was in the service, man. You know? Because that's in our nature. It's in our nature to be fruitful and multiply. You know? When they put that pressure on us, you know, when we having a lot of stress and a lot of hardships, what do? Jake gonna pop something, man. Jake ready to bend something over and pop something so that he can relieve that stress, man. And what happens? Jake produces a seed. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, like it'll come back. I think
that sounds good. But yeah, it says that what he's giving us to, man. That's going back to the curses, man. And also this prophecy being fulfilled, man. All right, because that was spoken 1,000 years ago, man. But guess what? It just played out, man. All right, that's how you know the Most High is true, man. His word is true, man. All right, though it turn, wait for it. All right, because when they was in the wilderness, when Moses was giving them the laws and statutes, commandments, all right, if you obey or not obey, this was gonna happen, and they ain't know it was gonna come a week later or tomorrow. All right, but guess what? Where we at now? They are not in captivity, man. All right, so that came to pass, man. It's prophecy, man. This is what we out here to speak, man. We out here to speak prophecy, man.
I remember what I was going to say. Hey, it's prophesied that Israel is going to have deadbeat dads. You know? It's prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You know?
That's right. He said we not going to be able to enjoy our sons and daughters, man. All right? our hearts gonna fall upon us, man.
Yeah.
All right, we see that day to day.
Our kids are going to be taken away from us.
That's right. You got foster homes, man. All right, you got women having babies, man, and just leave them for ransom. Yeah. All right, throw them in the trash, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Going to these wicked ass abortion clinics.
Come.
Who set up that? Who set up these abortion clinics, man? You wicked so-called white people, man.
That's right.
Because that's your MO. Death.
And in the orphanages, man. You know, you have all these families adopting kids from other nations, but they don't want to adopt any of the Jake kids here in America. You know, why is that? Because it's prophesied that Jake ain't gonna have a family, man.
Whole nation not desired.
Yeah, come.
Yep. We that nation that's not desired, man. We don't get the loans. We don't get the credit. You know, we nothing, man. You know, we that dirt that everybody steps and walks on. You know, we trodden under the foot of all these nations, man. But guess what? We the princes of the power, man. We the princes of God. That's right. And the Lord chastened those that He loved, man. You know. Cause these people out here, they measure their faith by their materials. Oh, look at this house God blessed me with for being such a faithful servant. Look at this new car that God blessed me with. Look at this job that God blessed me with for being such a faithful servant. Well, faith, according to the scriptures, right, is the evidence of things not seen. Right. So how are you taking these things that are seen and using them to equate, to measure your faith, man?
Right, bro.
You know?
That's right.
It's not about that. That's why the Lord said He has chosen the foolish things, right? Right. To confound the wise.
And then, going to that, if I can say this, add on to it, He said He chastising those that He loves.
He chastising those that He loves.
And then He said that if you're rich, like, you received your consolation. So, what is the blessed thing coming to this? Like, come on, bro. You're not being chastised and receiving all these material things.
If you got a child, if you got a son and you love him, when he go off, you gonna whoop his ass.
You don't give him no candy.
Right. And when he doing wrong, or he not doing well, right? It's gonna disappoint you. It's gonna make you angry. And when you angry, you're not gonna get, like the brother said, you're not gonna give that child candy. You're not gonna buy him gifts. You're not gonna dress him up. He might want new shoes. He might want new clothes. He might want, you know, who knows? But he's not gonna get that, man. That's how come we don't have the kingdom, because we didn't do what the Lord says. That's how come we're not recognized as that fine gold, man. I got a precept too, bro. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 1. How is the gold become dim?
Right.
How is the most fine gold changed?
Right. And He talking about Israel, man. How's that gold, man? All right? Because we were set up above all nations, man. How did we come to be the tail, man, not the head, man? All right? That's what the Lord asking right now, man. How did that gold become dim, man? All right? Go ahead, bro.
The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. And that's what you see. The stones of the sanctuary. Okay? The stones of the sanctuary is the body of Yahweh Shah, man. Okay?
That's right, bro.
Poured out into every street.
Like you said.
But we not shining out here.
That's right.
Go to TD Jakes' temple, man, on a Sunday, on a Wednesday, or whenever the doors is open for service, and see what you see. A sold out crowd. All right? When who was that came down here to the FedEx Forum? What preacher was that? Was it Creflo or was it whichever one of these wicked ass pastors? Let one of these wicked ass pastors come down here to the FedEx Forum and see what you get. A sold out fucking crowd, man. Why? Why, man? Because they got that glow. You know? They got that glitter. But guess what? Everything that glitters ain't gold, man.
That's right.
Matter of fact, if you know anything about the purification process of gold, before gold is purified, it looks like dirt. And that's what's going on right now, man. The purification process of the saints, which is the elect of the nation of Israel, man. That's why you see us poured out in every street across the country, in other countries. Okay? You ain't gonna see us on the news because this message is not for everybody. But guess what? It's two classes of people that's in the know of what's going on. It's the elite of the wicked, which is the left-hand side of the Most High, and it's the elite of the righteous, it's the elite of the righteous, which is the right-hand side of the Most High, man. All the rest of you people out here are just ignorant. You have no clue of what's going on, okay? If you're not out here preaching the word, then you have no idea what's going on. And I'm talking specifically to you men, because this is not a platform for women. This is war. All across the world, all you're hearing about is war. Well, guess what we're doing right here? We warn.
It's a spiritual war.
We warn against the elites, the wicked elites of this world, man.
That's
right. And it starts with the knowledge. You have to free your mind of all this ignorance, man.
Right, brother.
Walking around like you don't have a care in the world. You secure because Trump, he's screaming out peace and safety. Yeah, we're gonna give your police more access to military equipment. So that makes you feel good. Oh man, you know. But all along, he's screaming peace and safety. Destruction is upon us, man. Martial law is gonna come to the streets of the United States.
That's right.
You think 9/11 was something? Well, wait till you see what's going to happen next. Every country, every other country across the earth is what? At war with America, man. That's right. Because they're tired of all the deceit. They're tired of all the lies, okay? That's why you see Syria, Turkey, India, Russia, China, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, North Korea, South Korea. That's why you see all these countries doing what? Preparing for war. Building weapons of mass destruction. Continually testing these weapons of mass destruction. Because nobody's scared of the big bad wolf no more, man. Ain't nobody scared of big bad America no more. That's why Trump's feeble effort to try to put America back on that platform is going to fail, man. It's really, hey man, Trump is a cry for help, man. All right, Trump selling wolf tickets, man. All right, Trump that reality TV face that everybody want to see. That's gonna talk blunt. You know, he ain't gonna use all that political terminology because he don't got it. He's a fucking idiot. He don't got it, but he do got that TV charisma. He do got that, you know, he do got that look. He can make them faces that get you low-level Edomites riled the fuck up, and you ignorant ass Israelites out here that follow along with the system, man.
Hey, man, woo! That's spiritual, man. That's why you see all these celebrities running for political offices, man. That just goes to show that this political shit that's going on is just a show.
Good.
That's all it is. You got Oprah saying that she's gonna run for president for 2020, which isn't gonna fucking happen because we ain't got that long.
Good.
They say what, Harriet Tubman is gonna be on the new $20 bill. That's because the mark of the beast is coming, man. No, there ain't gonna be paper currency. You know, they want to push that RFID chip.
Which they pushed that Harriet Tubman $20 bill out like last year, and you see it ain't circulating. You know, it ain't circulating. You know, I ain't seen it. Maybe some brothers up north somewhere have seen it. But hey, like the brother said, it ain't gonna be no fucking FRNs, man. You know, that ain't real money. No way.
That's Federal Reserve.
You know.
Better reserve though, man.
But the so-called white men, starting with the wicked elite, Rothschilds, right? They they got a new process to reserve their money, man. It's called the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. That's gonna be the new way to reserve their wealth. You know? Cause see, the thing about it is that paper was always a deception anyway. Them printing paper money was always a deception anyway. So they can take the gold and store it up to give you a false balance, you know, a false weight. And what the Lord say about a false weight and a false balance? It's an abomination, right? That's why you see all this bloodshed over this fake ass money, man, because it's a false weight, you know.
Alright, this is 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right, and his people, like the brother said, consists you Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanics, man. Alright, also you confusion of faces, man. Alright, which are what? Israelites, man. Alright, because we were scattered on all four corners of the earth, man. Alright, we Israelites, man. When he said his people, man. Go ahead, bro.
Alright. Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Right. See, he gonna put in our mouth what to say, man. All right. You don't come out here thinking what we gonna say, man. It's all through the Spirit Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man, to give us that concern, that discernment, man. All right. What we gonna go into, man. All right. It's the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man, that come upon us, man. All right.
Hey, I got
Go ahead, bro. Bring it out. Go ahead.
Finish saying what you were saying, bro.
No, I'm just saying he put the words in our mouth.
He put the words in our mouth.
It's not of us, man. It's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua speaking within us, man.
Hey,
all right?
And he always put those words in our mouth, man. You know? And I'm gonna read an account of that here in Exodus the 4th chapter, because I was reading this chapter earlier and I was thinking about that when the brother said we was gonna go in on prophecy. Because the Lord always put the words in our mouth of what to speak. When Moses before Moses went to the children of Israel, he wasn't ready, man. He's like, I don't know what to tell these people. I don't know what to say. Well, this is Exodus, the 4th chapter, and starting at the 21st verse. It says, and the Lord said unto Moses, when thou goest to return unto Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand. Right, because the Most High gave Moses spiritual powers because he was carrying a rod, right? The Lord asked him what that was in his hand. When you read up early in the chapter, he asked him what was that in his hand. Moses said it's a rod. He said, lay the rod down on the ground, and the rod became a serpent, man. Okay? So the Lord always gave his men spiritual powers, man. Prophecy is spiritual power, man. Okay? But he gave Moses, all right, at that time, he gave Moses not only the power of prophecy, but he gave Moses also physical spiritual power, man. Because Moses was working all types of wonders in Egypt when he went back to redeem the people back to the Lord to go into the land of Canaan, man, which became the land of Israel. It says, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand. But I will harden his heart that he shall not let the people go. So the Most High already knew what the Pharaoh was going to do, just like he already knows what you other nations are going to do. He already knows what the so-called white man is going to do because he wrote it. He designed you to do exactly what you're doing. Just like he got us designed to come out here and do what we're doing. And what we're doing is being the mouthpiece of the Lord. He designed us to speak his words, just like he designed Moses to speak his words. He said, and thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus said the Lord. All right, and when we speak, what do we say? Hey, The spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. These are his words. This is not our words. We're not speaking out our own minds. We speaking the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. Right? That's the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Okay? Which is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who have created the confusion of faces, all right? We say Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans because that's the base of it. But the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have mingled with every seed on the face of the earth, man. Therefore, we come out looking like a Chinese man, Bruce Lee, for example. We know through the spirit. You say, well, how you know Bruce Lee? Romans 8:16, right? The spirit itself bear witness with our spirit. Hey, Bruce Lee basically made his own form of martial arts, man. Does it not say that Jacob is the former of all things? No, it's martial arts masters today that's still trying to master the arts of Bruce Lee, man.
And the reason why he created his own was because he was discriminated against in different dojos. They said, hey, we can only teach you like up to this certain degree because you're
not one of ours.
Yeah, he said you're not one of us because like I think it was like his parents were originally from like Europe. They weren't really Asian like that, so they said, nah, we can't really deal with you. So he just went to different dojos. Learning from different people and like created his own shit. So fuck it, I'm gonna create. Hey, Jacob is the former of all things.
Hey, and that example that you're using and what you just said is basically a testimony of the curses, because you will be a reproach wherever you go. You know, you will be what's the word I'm looking for, bro? Where it say wherever we go, we be like basically a reproach. You know. Like you said, everywhere Bruce Lee was going, they wouldn't accept him into their dojos. They would only teach him up to a certain degree, right? Well, that's just like Jake, man. That's Jake. That's the curse that's on Jake, man. You know?
I just follow Jake, man. He's young, man.
That's right, man. But the point is, we look like everybody, man. You know? But that was it. That was it on that, man.
All right. This is Acts chapter 2, verse 16. But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel. It shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
See, when he said it's spoken by the prophet of Joel, it was gonna be coming the last days. So we speaking prophecy right here, man. All right, because we speaking for what's to come, man.
And then it goes on and says, because it was said by the Lord, or by God, which is Yahweh, through his son Yahushua. I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy.
That's right.
And your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
Right, and we had that to the day, man. You know, Jacob come up on you and be like, hey, man, I had a dream, man. I saw cherries. Like, he gonna say a cherry. I saw a UFO, man, and it was shooting out fire. Or he had a dream that the world's on fire. You know, that Jake just on a lower level, man. Have these types of visions, man. So that's probably just been coming to pass, man. All right, and we've been seeing that. Like, you watch a certain video, Jake coming up to the camp, and he'll witness that, man. All right.
And another thing is this happened right after Pentecost, you know, where it's a bunch of people from different lands, you know, they all came together, they were speaking different languages, and the Holy Spirit, the Rakad Kodash, came upon them. They started understanding what everybody was speaking, man. You know, the confusion of faces, like if you read, it says strangers from Rome. Strangers in Rome. We're just talking about confusion of faces, like Cornelius. You know, and they're speaking different languages, and they knew because the Spirit was dealing with them, man.
Right.
And that's gonna start happening real soon, man. No, you're gonna have a bunch of people start coming up, and the spirit, if the spirit's dealing with them, it's just gonna be on point. You know?
Well, so he said, "What my name is dreadful among the heathen." So you can have some type of Edomites come up. God damn it, they can't get it. You know, they start to argue, want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Get the cussing because of what?
Right.
They can't get it. That name is dreadful amongst them. If you have certain like, oh yeah, he a J. But you know, because the spirit resonates with him. He's like, oh yeah. Because he fight for the spirit. You know what I'm saying? To the point he ain't get mad at nothing. He just really want to get the understanding of the scripture. He's like, oh yeah, he a J.
You know? Because see, this word is water. The word is actually the baptism, man. And when you really think about that word baptism, it's like being submerged in the water, right? And when you speaking these words to these people, if they are of the elect of the nation of Israel, they're going to get it just like that, right? Okay, it's going to be an instant washing and an instant uncovering of that blindness, man.
Yeah, what it say in Peter's, man? All right, stir up that pure mind that they once knew this. All you gotta do is just hear the word, man. Really just hear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, and shit, it gonna be like,
Yup, that name gonna ignite a fire in you.
That's right, bro.
Just like when we heard that name, it's like, what they saying? You know what I'm saying? Even though we couldn't understand what I know I couldn't, when I first came, I couldn't understand Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. It's like, what they say? Man, I heard the Yahweh, you know, but it's like when they said by Hashem Yahweh Shah, I was like, what is that?
Yeah, you heard
know
it.
what I'm saying?
Like one.
Yeah, you know, because that's that Hebrew, man. Yeah. That's the power in the Hebrew. Okay, the English language is so filthy, man. But here it is. It's the most accepted and most spoken language across the planet Earth. Yeah. And because it's that way, right? And because it's that way, people look at the Bible written in English as if that's how it was originally supposed to be. You know, that's how you get the understanding of it, through reading it in English. No, you got to go back to the original manuscript, man, which is the Hebrew, the Latin, and the Greek. Okay, to really get the understanding.
I can say this, you know, just to break down a little deeper. You know, the way Hebrew is written, it's written right to left. You know, English is left to right. But also the Hebrew characters are pictures. You know, they're like hieroglyphs. You know, really, the Egyptians got those hieroglyphs from Israel. Yeah, because when you read, you know, you could read a lot faster because it's like a picture. It's telling a story. You know, it's like a movie that you were reading. So you could read it a lot faster and pick it up. But, you know, this English language, it's like, you know, you have to do math problems in your head just to figure out what the sentence is talking about.
You got silent words. Then, you know, you got to be grammatically correct. You know, you got words that spelled the same but have different meanings. You know, and I'm trying to think of an example of some of those words right now, but I can't really think. You know, but anyway, it's just a filthy language, man. You know, and it's the hardest language to learn, but that's how you know it's deception. Because English is the hardest language to learn, but it's the most spoken language across the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? People will put the time in to learn the language of the devil. But when you tell them, oh man, you got to go into the Hebrew to understand. Just got to have the Holy Ghost.
Yeah. Basically, they don't want to study. They sell to be approved, man.
Be all up in the church. So I don't know what the hell you saying, man. Yeah. Got them demons and shit on.
They speak in tongues.
They speaking in tongues.
The tongue is the Hebrew.
Right. That's just like when you go in the scriptures, they think that word tongues means speaking some alien, unheard language. No, the word tongues in the scriptures just means different languages, man. You know, English is a tongue, Spanish is a tongue, French is a tongue, Swahili is a tongue, Hebrew is a tongue. All right, And certain brothers have that spirit on them. They can speak and comprehend different tongues, man. That's like Apostle Paul, man. Okay? He can speak Greek and Hebrew, man. I got a quick one, bro. This is Isaiah 61:1. The Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, is upon us, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
That's right. And that's what we're doing, man. Out here week in, week out, man. In season, out of season, man. All right? We out here to push good tidings, man, which is the good news, man. The salvation of the elect, man.
To the meek.
To the meek, man. All right? And that's the elect.
We ain't out here to prophesy to Margaret Saul, the owner of the FedEx farm. You know, we not out here to prophesy to these people who are well renowned, who are well known, famous people. We out here to preach the news to the lowly, man. Because one thing about it, these people that's living in these lavish lifestyles, man, they not gonna get it, because they're not gonna be willing to sacrifice what it takes. Because the Lord told the rich man what? Forsake all you got and follow me. Man, you think these entertainers and these rappers and these ball players are any rich person for that matter is gonna forsake all their riches and follow the Most High? No, man. No. Because if you were on some sort of level where you were making a lot of money, you will have to use that money to further this truth. You know? And it wouldn't be you wouldn't be using that money to fulfill your own pleasures and your own lusts. But that's what our people are into. That's why the scriptures say you'll know we're in the last days by how people are carrying themselves. People be all into themselves. Men will be lovers of themselves.
One way or that, when they bring that self out, you know, now you take selfish picture. So you see more niggas doing it than females.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas like this all the time, goddamn. They could take one, my brother take 5, 6, 18 of them.
Yeah, they gotta get that perfect angle to make it look.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Selfie sticks.
Selfish sticks.
Yeah. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Alright. It says the Spirit of the Lord, Yahushua, is upon me. Now this is Isaiah. I said us because we are those prophets coming back, man. Because the Spirit is upon us the same way it was on Isaiah. Isaiah was what? A prophet, man. To preach good tidings unto the meek, right? He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
And that's what we're doing, man. We out here fishing for the elect, man. All right, for the ones that sigh and cry, man, for all the abominations that's been done, man, the mystery of, man. That's what we out here doing, man. The brokenhearted, man, the elect. All right, because 2/3 of our people, they not brokenhearted, man. They in love with America, man.
Because before I came into the truth, and I know most brothers is like this, before you come into the truth, you damn at the point you was about to blow your damn brains out, man. You like, man, damn, no matter what I do, I can't get ahead. You know, they go into that great no fix because it's nothing that you can do contrary to the system that they put before you to tell you work hard. You know, if you just work hard, go to college, get you a degree, you can make it to the top.
Yeah, get rich slow scheme.
Yeah. But the system is set up to put you further in debt. That's why the word degree means a step down. Okay? But when we got this truth, we began to excel, man. We began to
Nah, this is cold cut. When you get that degree, that bachelor or that master's, you try to get a certain job, you overqualified.
yeah, now you overqualified.
Man, how am I overqualified when I went to college 8 years just to get this one job? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm overqualified. That's a waste of time.
The apostle did a video on the term because it's not about. Basically, he went into the term based on the saying that's in the world. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Because you're more likely to get one of those high executive paying jobs by who you know.
Yeah,
You either gonna be a family member or a friend of a family member. Not because you got a master's degree. You go to a job that requires you to have a master's degree, and the person that's training you never went to college.
Hey, that's why you got a lot of our people joining fraternities and shit.
Yeah, because about who you know.
Yeah, because you know when you join a fraternity, you know they know a lot of people. They got a lot of connections.
That's their connection.
Yeah,
that's their connection.
Hey man, but the real fraternity is right here, man. This is a real brotherhood. You know, you want to be friends with your how about you know shot, man.
Hey man, you want to be connected to the spirit, the most high power of the universe, man. That's who you want to be connected to, because that's true success, man. Right, that's true success is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. Not the wisdom of this world, okay? Not a six-figure salary, man. You know, not trying to seek out to obtain $1 million, billion, man. Right, that don't that don't profit you nothing, man.
Right, bro. Get back to it.
I'm gonna finish it off. It says to proclaim liberty to the captives.
Right, and who are the captives, man? All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, we the captives, man. All right, guess what? We was captive, all right, by who? The so-called white man. All right, that's who the captive is, man. That's what he said. The captives they were, man. All right.
Hey, and that's prophecy in itself. In order to be able to proclaim liberty to the captives, you got to understand prophecy. You got to understand Revelations 13, 9, and 10. Because that word pro means to say before. Just the same pro means before, first hand. All right? That's why they call the NBA, the MLB, the NFL, the pros. Because this is the first hand of the sport. This is the first hand of the sport. All right? Well, the prophets are the first hand of the scriptures, man. All right? We speak the words of the Most High before they happen. We speak the things that's going to happen before they happen. All right? So to proclaim also means to prophesy. In order to proclaim liberty to the captives, you got to be a prophet, man. You got to understand Revelations 13, 9, and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's how we going to be liberated. By putting the motherfuckers that's got us in shackles in shackles. That's why the scriptures say what? An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, man. Okay? Two negatives make a positive, man. It says, to proclaim liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. Okay? That puts me in the mind of the Matrix, man. Like Neo. When Neo was stuck in the Matrix, Morpheus opened up the prison, man. Alright? He showed him the way out. This is the way out right here. This is the opening right here. The highways and the hedges, when we come out, this is to give an opening to the chosen. Alright?
That movie is spiritual, bro.
That's the spiritual movie, man.
Yeah.
That movie straight out the scriptures.
Yeah.
And how you know it's spiritual, right? Because like you said, Neo meant one, all right? And really Neo was symbolic of Yahweh Shah because there were many ones before Neo. But Neo was the Holy One. According to the scriptures, the Holy One is Yahweh Shah. Because none of the other deliverers, the predecessors, what they call them, the predecessors before Neo, was able to actually save Zion. And that's spiritual too. Because Zion is what? To Zion one, which is the elect of the nation of Israel, which means monument, okay? Because the monument is the elect. The man that you see, Lord willing, standing out on these highways and hedges, all right, is the monument of the Most High. It's going to go into the kingdom and establish the righteous rulership throughout the world, establish righteousness throughout the whole earth, man. Okay? But in order for that to happen, we gotta come out here and prophesy. We gotta come out here and tell you about it. You know? That's before Black Panther came out, which it just came out last weekend, right? They was advertising Black Panther last year during the All-Star game. That's when they started advertising Black Panther. Last year in February during the All-Star game. Look it up. But when did it actually hit the theaters? This February. So that was a form of prophesying. I gotta tell you about it before it happens. Get you what? Hyped up, get you ready for it. You know? Either you gonna be hyped up and get ready for it and enjoy it, or you gonna say, oh, that ain't shit. It's gonna catch you off guard. Everybody like, oh, did you hear about the movie? Did you hear about the movie? What movie? Did you hear about the elect? Did you hear them missiles when they? Did you hear them missiles? Did you hear?
Now you heard the see them
See them missiles? Did you hear what Russia did? Did you hear what North Korea did?
Yeah. Right, brother.
Yeah, that's why we gotta come out here and tell you, man. Yeah. And we get hyped up about it. That's why we preparing ourselves.
Because that's just letting us know salvation. We know that wars here. Oh man, salvation, man. Jacob trouble on his way. Oh, that's salvation. You know, that's mainly what we waiting on. All right, we just can't wait till this society go down, man. When the dollar collapse, all right, the society collapse. All right, you ain't got nobody to call on, but you have about Shemal Shah. All right, that's what we waiting on. All right, but what? Salvation, man, that we believe. It's gonna be even closer then, you know? But that's what we hastening in. That's why you hastening the day, man, of the coming of Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. You know? Go ahead, you can speak. You just get the second answer.
Yeah, I'll just get that second. This is 2nd Ezra 15:2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
See? Cause them to be written in paper and faithful and true, man. All right? Because what he said, it's going to go out what he said, man. All right? And it's not going to come back to him void, man. All right? That's how you call it faithful and true, man. Because everything the Most High, Yahweh Shemal Shah said, man, came to pass, man. And it's going to come to pass, man. Thus said the Lord. All right? Whether 2/3 of our people don't like it or like it, and you you nasty ass heathens, man. All right? Whether y'all like it or don't like it either, man, it's going to come to pass and it's going to happen. That's why he said, though it tarry, wait for it, man. Because it's going to come. Because it's faithful and it's true, man. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Fear not the imaginations against thee.
Right. Fear not that you're going to go in a concentration camp. All right? Fear not that martial law is going to be walking up and down these streets with guns, man. Military, man. All right? With rifles and tanks. All right? And all these SUVs, man. All right, fear not the imagination, man. When the Lord, all right, gonna have the so-called white man, all right, put you in jail, man, because you stand boldly, all right, and the such that afflicted you, man. You stood for the Most High and His Son, man. So yeah, you're gonna be persecuted. All right, he said, fear not the imagination of all these things that happen unto you, man. Go ahead.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Right. Don't let the imagination trouble you, man. Don't let the so-called white man trouble you, man. All right, these other nations trouble you. All right?
He say the incredulity.
Right.
The incredulity is talking about credit.
Credit, huh?
Right. Because like we ain't looking for credit. We're not looking for you people to come up here and reverence us and say, preach, brother.
Yeah,
amen. We ain't looking for that.
Yeah, we ain't looking for
we are fully persuaded. The scriptures say, let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. We know who we worship. We know the truth. We looking for the ones that's looking for the truth. Because see, you people out here are fully persuaded in the wiles of the devil. You're fully persuaded of deception. You're fully persuaded in deceit.
That's right.
We're fully persuaded in the truth.
Right.
That speak against thee.
And who speak against us, man? The least of this world, 2/3, and the average Joe 6-pack crackers, man. And the other nations, man. That's who speak against us, man. Out here on the highway and the byways, man. What you see on the comment board? They speak against us, man. What you see when the men of the Lord out there teaching and you got scoffers walking up, all right? They speak against us, man. And how you got the other bogus Israelite camps because they spoke against us, man. So Esau had to figure a way how to demonize us, man. All right, and cause confusion, man. So he set up other Israelite camps, paid them off. Just do the same thing as the men of the Lord doing, which is our apostles, the elders, the great millstone, man. All right, start with the apostle Har, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
And that's what's gonna happen, man. 2/3 shall die, man. 2/3, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, man, because they are unfaithfulness, man. They ain't got faith in Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. They ain't even got faith in the prophets, man, that we out here week in and week out, man. In season, out of season. It don't mean matter what type of weather it is, man. We out here teaching, man. All right? They ain't have no faith, man. They ain't got no faith. All right? They just like women, man. Meaning less of faith, man. All right? So they gonna die. Whether it's famine, martial law, the FEMA camp, the race wars, the missiles, all right? The hour of temptation. All right? It don't matter, but they gonna die in their unfaithfulness because what? They ain't got the faith and the belief and the trust in Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. Which is, that's all matters, man. All right? That's how you're going to be saved through the faith, man. All right?
Hey, I wanted to add a quick point. I was trying to get it real quick, but he was at the top. It said, cause the prophecies to be written in paper. Because, see, this is a new era. And what happened was the original scrolls, right, were written, and now they've been translated onto paper, all right? And the prophets back then, like Baruch was a scribe. They was called scribes. They wrote things down. The prophets spoke. And then Baruch actually wrote down his own, he had his own book, right? So that's how you know that we the prophets coming back, okay? Because that right there is actually a commandment. It says, speak unto my people the words of prophecy and cause them to be written. Read it again, Baba Kusha, at the top, and then you can jump back down. But I'm going to get that word paper in the etymology just to prove a quick point, bro.
I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Cause them to be written in paper. All right? Now, are we actually writing anything down on paper in today's time? No. But technically we are. When you look up the word paper in the etymology, man.
So it's gonna be, it's like, I'll let you go and get it. In the kingdom, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
we gonna be read about.
When we, yeah. But let me get the word, and then I'm explaining what I'm talking about. It says paper now, mid 14th century, from Anglo-French, paper, paper, document. So it actually means to document, man. Okay, that's why we putting out what? 3 videos a week. It's digital. Okay, everything is digital now. People ain't using paper, man. People not using paper like that to write things down. People not writing letters and mailing them. We're not in that. We're not in that time. We're in the time of we're in the digital age, man. Everything is digital. So we come out here on the highways and hedges and prophesy, and we also write down these prophecies on the internet.
It's actually called the informational age.
The informational age. Exactly, man. The informational age. Because information is easily accessible through the internet.
And knowledge shall be increased in the last days, man.
Right. Which is the unicorn, man. All right? The unicorn, man. That's how the knowledge gets spread on all 4 corners of the earth, man. That's why we got camps set of all 4 corners of the earth, man. Because of the unicorn, man. The spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. All right?
Yeah.
All
right. 2nd Esdras 15 and 5. Behold, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
That's right, and that's what's coming. Because what? That's prophecy, man. Because that's what's coming to pass, man. Famine, death, destruction, man. All right, and plagues, man. All right, that's what's coming to America. That's what we're waiting on, man. All right, that's what we're waiting on, man. Destruction, man. All right, thus said the Lord, man. All right? That's what we waiting on, man. We can't wait. You know? I want you to grab that Revelation 10 and 9, because they're going to go right into it. Revelation,
You ready for it now?
yeah, hey, read down to 10 on the left.
This is Revelations chapter 10, verse 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book.
Right, and what's that little book, man? These scriptures, man. All right? That's that little book, man. All right? This book, man, which is basically, really, it's the 1611, man. All right? That was that little book because they got all the chapters in there, man. All right?
All 80
from the
books.
old, yeah, that's right. From the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament, man. All right? That's that little book, man. But let's see what it say, though. Go ahead, bro.
Take it. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up.
Right, take it and eat it up, man. It ain't physically just put it in your mouth, put paper in your mouth and eat it. No, man. Study it, read it, man. All right, examine it. You know, that's the eating it, bro. All right, digest it, man. In your mind, man. That's eating it. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Hey, they used to have this article called Reader's Digest. Yeah, so, hey, the brother, that's spiritual. You got to digest this, man. Okay? Take it into your system and pull the nutrients and withdraw the nutrients in it.
That's right, bro.
All right?
That's right. I had a picture on Kit. It had a mouth. A dude's head was a mouth, though, right? And he was putting a Bible in it. So what you think he was doing? He was eating it.
Yep.
You know? But at the same time, it's spiritual because what? He's reading. You know, he's studying it. You know? But in his head was a mouth, though. Eat it. You know?
That cartoon Jimmy Neutron, you know, Jimmy Neutron created these little gummy snacks in the shape of books to make them smarter. You know, he'd eat them and then he'd get knowledge from it.
Let's go right on into it with it.
Hey, I think it was the same episode where like his head got so big and he like, like wanted to destroy the world basically. I think it was the same episode. I'm gonna have to go look it up now, but yeah, man, he got all smart. He got pissed off and wanted to take over the world and shit.
But this goes to he had little books and he ate it, and you know that's the key to knowledge and the wisdom. All right, but that's what we doing, the knowledge and wisdom, understanding. You know, we eating it, man. All right,
That's spiritual, man. When brothers can look at, you know, shows and cartoons and everything around us. You got to study the nature of things. The Most High has a sense of humor, man. He speaks to the elect daily, you know, because we do what? We digest the words in this book. Right. We understand the prophecy. So when we see things, when we see certain things, whether it's movies, TV shows, whatever, man, it might be somebody walk by when we saying something. You know, they might have on something, to say something on their shirt that's going right into what we saying, man. Yeah, because to the spiritual man, all things are spiritual. We always looking at everything with a spiritual eye. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, like, you know, we used to see them buses when we down on the first spot.
4 wins.
Yeah, 4 wins.
Yeah.
144, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's spiritual, bro. We used to be out there, giving out praise to you, how about you, my shaka? All the brothers look out there at the same time, like, damn, this is good, bro.
Yep.
You know, this happened to us, bro.
The Most High, don't think that the Most High doesn't speak to you, man. You just gotta have that spiritual eye to see when he's speaking to you. Because we in that time where not only is knowledge gonna be increased, but brothers' faith is being increased too, man.
Right.
You know? So the more things that we see that sparks our spirit, we count it joy, and it's sweet to us, man. You know, we count it joy, it's sweet to us, and it boosts our faith.
Yeah, I saw a chariot this week zipped across the sky. You know, it's funny because I was like looking at this plane because it's really far off in the distance and it had like a really bright light on it and it looked like it was just sitting there for a second. So I was like looking at it for a while. I was trying to see if it was a plane or if it was a chariot. And then once I realized it was a plane, I was like, oh man. And then right after that, a chariot just zipped across the sky, man. Hella fast. I was like, damn, that's a spirit, man.
Hey, that's That's a beautiful thing, man. To see a chariot, man, that's a beautiful thing.
Hey, coming up into the Passover too. How were we led out of Egypt?
God.
How were
Yeah,
we
because
done?
it was actually the chariots that blew that wind upon the sea that parted the sea, man. Yeah. and it was a chariot that zapped that fire down that held Pharaoh and his soldiers back. You know? And it was a chariot when Yahushua was born. You know?
Yeah, that led the three wise men.
Yeah, they said a star in the scriptures, but that was a chariot. Yeah, that was a chariot, man. You know?
They say clouds, they say chariots, they say stars.
That representation of the chariot, the vehicle of the Most High, man, which is the angels, man. All right.
The majority of these people so caught up in their folly, they don't even look up half the time, man. They're not even looking in the sky. You know?
I know. I be walking in work, right? Jake be like, man, what you looking at? You know what I'm saying?
Why you think they shoot chemtrails so much? Why you think they shoot chemtrails so much? Because you niggas ain't paying no attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
You know? Check on my job talking about some just them booster packs. Nigga.
Like the airplane got too much oil in it. You know what I'm saying? You know how you put so much oil in your car, be smoking.
How long was we outside as little kids looking up all day long, looking up in the sky? We see planes go by all the time. You ain't never seen no damn chemtrails in the air, man. Talking about booster packs. Jake is an idiot, man. That's why scriptures say my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man.
They say the simplest thing, man.
Hey, I got a precept though. This is Acts chapter 2 and 19. And I will shew wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath.
Right. That's right, bro. And it's going to them chariots, man. All right. And the time, you know, we see all the time what we had. We already had the solar eclipse, man.
Yeah, kind of. He goes into that.
The blue moon. Yep. You know, we already had the red moon, the red sea. You know, hey, those signs, man, of the Lord, man. Yep. There's above and beneath, man. Yep. You know? You can.
How much what? How much are the pictures? They ain't for sale. Nah.
You can take pictures.
You can take a picture of those pictures, though. All right, man.
Why you talking about it?
All right, now.
All right, bro. Yeah, you too, man. How much you fit like me? You don't see no boop up here, like for sale type shit up. We got on going, it's like Jake Simple. See, that's how you know, see? Jake Simple, bro.
Yeah, man,
How much the signs is?
Hey, if we tried to sell that, hey, Yahushua would have came down and whipped our feet, man.
I'm talking about shit more than that. Drop dead instantly, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all don't know how many about ways, you know, selling signs. Just, this ain't Nate, guy. We ain't not IUIC, goddamn. Hey, he would have rolled on IUIC, they probably would have sold a couple on tour. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we're trying to tell them you can get them for free, man. You can take pictures of them. They're on the internet. You can download them for free.
And then go get them printed out yourself.
Yeah.
Jake Simple, bro. Jake Simple. Go ahead.
Hey, I got a precept real quick. Isaiah 29 and 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as his people draw near me with their mouth,
right? More than 2/3, man. Because they do, man. You know, they like it, man. You know, they'll ride by and
that's spiritual, man. Satan send the fire truck through, he trying to put the fire out. He trying to put the fire out, man. You ain't gonna be able to quench this fire, man.
to the knob.
Isaiah 29 and 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth.
Right. Going back to 2nd Ezra 15, speaking the ears of my people. Much of his people, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, and Hispanics, man. Much of y'all say God this, Jesus that, man, with your mouth, man. All right? They do this all the time, man. I go do this at work and everything. You know what I'm saying? But Jake still wicked as hell, bro. No matter how much they say God love this, I love God. Hey, thank you, Jesus, or thank you, God, woo-woo. But they do honor him with his lips, but guess what? Read it, bro.
And with their lips do honor me.
Right, because they talking, yapping, man. All right, they'll say this and say that, man, because how they feeling that day, or how they feeling that hour, or just that moment, how they feeling. Yeah, I love God. Oh, yeah, I love Jesus. Ooh, that's my man. That's what women say. Jesus, amen. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Most of y'all say all this about the Lord, man. Y'all honoring him, all right, with y'all lips. But guess what? Bring it out, bro.
But have removed their heart far from me.
Right, because what? They don't keep the laws, statutes, commandments, man. Oh, yeah, how about you, man? That's how y'all moved y'all heart. Heart meaning mind, man. All right, y'all done moved y'all mind way far from the truth, man. All right, the law is not done away with, man. You gotta keep the law to the best of your ability, man. All right. But here it is. They say the law done away with, but here it is. You gotta pay tithes. You gotta pay your tithes in church. All right. That's how you move your heart, your mind way far from the Lord, man. Because you still want to be a goddamn Gentile, man. All right. You still want to be a foreign to who you are, man. You want to continue to be wickedness, man. All right. That's how you want to do it, be wicked. In this wicked ass society that we in. You don't want to come back and be righteous, man. You don't want to be Yasharala, man. He a prince of power, man. All right? But your mind is far from the Lord, man. And we see that every day, man. All right?
Matter of fact, he said, I will turn you
And
over.
their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
And that's what happened, man. You go to church. A lot of you people go to church tomorrow, man. Y'all finna go to church. Sit on the front row, the third row, the fifth row. All right, and listen to precepts of men, man. All right, because they was set up by the so-called white man, which is Esau Edom. All right, the wicked.
The wicked.
All right, the cave dwellers, man.
Dwelling
in the Caucasus Mountains, man. All right, in Russell, Georgia, man. All right, that's the precept of men, man. The Lord set us up. All right, it's the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shai that you see, man. All right, but you go to church, man. The Lord said he dwelled not in temple made with hands, man. All right? He didn't set no wicked ass preacher up, man. He set up priests and kings, man. He set up prophets, man. To come out here on the highways and the byways, man. Now sit up in the building, man. This is a spiritual building we building right here, man. This is not physical. It's spiritual, man. All right?
Matthew 15, verse 9. But in vain they do worship me.
And that's what they do, man. I love God. I love Jesus. Thank you, God. You know? But in vain, man. All right? They in vain, man. They worship the Most High, man. All right? They doing it for nothing, man. All right? For wicked, man. Go ahead. Say coming through. You know what I'm saying? Say you got to come through every inch way, man.
That is Yahweh Shai giving an example. Man. Right when we brought that out.
And he's God said, well, he's doing it with his lips, but guess what? His heart way from you. How about Shemal Shai, man?
Lord put him on.
He can talk it.
Lord put him on display for you.
Front Street, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm talking about right here.
He can quote the scriptures. He can quote the scriptures. But guess what? Is he applying the scriptures to his everyday life? Is he living by those scriptures? You know? No. Because he's still what? Being wicked, man. He's been a two-third nigga, man. All right? That's why his heart far from him, man. His mind, because he ain't got the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the scriptures, man. Because if he did, he wouldn't even been up here talking that shit, quoting those scriptures. He'd been up here listening, man, and wanting to get down, man. All right? That's a prime example of two-thirds of our people and why they gotta be destroyed, man. Off the face of the earth, man.
That's right!
They can be reborn again, man. You know? Go ahead, I'll take it on that. No, he gotta go back to jump back.
One more.
Okay, come on.
It says, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
And that's what you see. They go to college. How the hell you gonna go to college and learn the Bible? Did you know any prophet ever went to college and learned the Bible? Because our way.
Yeah, the Lord came down and told Moses that I want you to go get you a PhD and then go to Pharaoh. All right.
I need you to take 8 years. I need to take you 8 years.
I want you to take 8 years Go get you go get you some curriculum.
Right. Come on, bro. You ain't never had to go to college to learn the Bible, man. It's the spirit that quickens you, man. All right, it's the spirit that come upon you, man, to get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. You can't go to no damn college and learn from your damn enemy. Like your enemy gonna tell you the truth. Right. You know, like, I'm kicking your ass in basketball. I'm gonna tell you what plays I'm using in football. Like, we fighting on Street Fighter. I'm asking to tell you my shit. Hell no, keep on kicking your ass till you learn.
The elites, man. The elites. They set up them theological seminaries just to keep you fucked up, man.
That's right, bro.
Mix down, they do is see the thing about it is they take a lot of the truth and they mix it with that Greek mythology and all that bullshit, and then you buy into it. That's why you believe there's a place in the earth, under the earth, called hell, where you burn forever, man.
Because you know Jake like to imagine things. That's what get Jake. Jake like to see shit. Like, I can see that. Like, you know, Jake Strong, I've imagined certain things. Like, damn, I can imagine it. They're like visions, you know what I'm saying? But this vision that we speaking
gonna be physical, man. You won't have to use your imagination.
you're gonna be in it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in it. But that's spiritual though, because Jake don't get this vision. We telling them America gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Get what Jake said. No, I can't see that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? No, I can't see that. So-called white man the devil? I don't believe that. Like, it's hard to grasp. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but like Ak just read, it says they teach the commandments of the world. You know? Hey man, I've gone to a private school for like half my life now. You know? But they didn't teach me the commandments of the Bible, man. I didn't learn that you had to put homosexuals to death. I didn't learn how to dress yourself, to put on garments. They didn't tell me what to eat and what not to eat. They told me, hey, that cracker that everybody lines up for at the front of the church is actually Jesus's body.
Yeah.
And they teach you that they teach you that the wine that they drink is actually Cesare Borgia's blood.
Right.
And when you drink it and you eat it, you become one. That's how you become one with the Lord. That's bullshit, man.
That's precept of men.
That's the precepts of men, man.
Hey, this how you know it's no such thing as hell. This how you know that hell doctrine is a precept of men. Explain this. Revelations 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. So how you cast this hell, this place that these pastors teach about, that these theological seminaries preach about? How do you cast fire into fire?
Like hell cast in the lake of fire. Like, it's talking about America.
That's right.
All right, America gonna be cast in that lake of fire, man. All right, because when we, Lord willing, we are part of that number, man. We get buried up in them chariots, man. That's how it gonna look when we looking down, man, like a lake of fire. All right, 2,000 people, they gonna be in that because they refuse to come back to the law, statute, the commandments of the Lord, man. All right, and we got that fruit, man. That's why you see us out here, man. Week in and week out, man, prophesying, man. All right, but the Lord can have mercy on us, man, that day, man. Lord willing, He have mercy on every brother that's speaking the truth on all four corners of the earth, man. And truth and sincerity, man. All right, we the ones that be beamed up, man, and have salvation, man.
That's right.
All right? Because our people, man, they destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man.
Right.
You know?
Right. The knowledge that they do have are taught by the precepts
of men,
commandments
man.
of men.
Hey, you know?
Go ahead, bro.
They always, like that, remember that lady had came down here that day, she had walked in front of the camera? What she tell me? You going to hell.
I'm already in hell.
I had to hit her so quick with those nuns, man.
That's why the Lord say death and hell. Hell is a condition.
Come, bro.
So these conditions that we are under, it's going to be cast into the lake of fire.
That's right,
homosexuality, all right, is going to be cast into the lake of fire. Right. Just like it was in Sodom and Gomorrah. Right. Bestiality. Right. All these abominations, all right, all these different conditions that Israel is going through, all right, all this confusion, All that is going to be cast into the lake of fire, which is going to be America, all right? Because America is going to be the MVD, most violent destruction, the chief place of destruction, okay? And it's going to be a big lake of fire. You're not going to be able to know. Ain't going to be no state lines no more. You ain't going to know South Haven from Memphis.
That's right.
You ain't gonna know where the Mississippi River, the Memphis Bridge is no more. You ain't gonna know none of that shit. All you gonna see is one big ass lake of fire.
I need to stay right there. Ain't gonna be none of that. You ain't gonna see that. But that was my school. Nah, that shit gonna be, maybe they gonna lay the land desolate, man. It's gonna be like a wilderness, man. Wilderness just smoke, man. And you know? All right. You can finish the other part out.
This is Revelation chapter 10, verse 9. Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter.
Right. It shall make thy belly bitter, man, because what? The trials and tribulations, man, that you have to go through, man.
It's medicine.
That's how it gonna make you know, medicine, it's when you taste it, like, that shit nasty now. But it's the way it better you though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It has make you get well. But you gotta go through that bitter taste just for you can order to get well. You know?
Hey, that's the significance of the bitter herbs that you're supposed to eat with the Passover coming up. You know, it's bitter at first, but like it's only bitter for a while. The taste leaves you. You know, that bitterness is only for a moment, man.
Yep. Right, bro. Yep. And that's how you know that the truth and the truth, right, which leads to salvation, is about suffering, man.
That's right.
That's how you know it's about suffering. It says, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey.
Woo! In your mouth, man, sweet as honey, because what? All the things you learn and know about is coming. Now I'm an Israelite. The world was made for our sake. I'm gonna be a king. What? I'm gonna have concubines, have many wives. Right. Like, oh, I can sit next to the Lord. Like, I'm gonna actually see the Lord. We're gonna join hands with him. Like, what he get, I get. Like, it's just so much sweeter honey to this. Like, God damn. But guess what? You gotta endure the bitterness first, man. You gotta go through this hell. Go ahead, bro.
Because when you come into the truth, all the things that you just said, that's what catch your attention. Yeah. Because it's the strangeness. Yeah. Like, man, I ain't never heard the scriptures broke down like that before. Yeah. What? We can have multiple women. I thought you could have one. I thought you could have one. I thought that was fornication. Yeah. What? Yeah. I can have slaves. What? Yeah. I never heard that before. You know, so when we speak it, it's sweet to those who have the ears to hear. Yeah. But then once they receive it and understand, okay, it's a price you have to pay to get to that. The price that you have to pay, right? You got to come out here and preach the word. You got to make your body a living sacrifice, man. That's the price that you have to pay. You have to give up your life and prove yourself worthy of all those spiritual gifts, man. Okay?
That's the thing of our people. Our people don't want to do that, man. They want to hand it to them like going in a drive-thru. You know what I'm saying? Instead of walking in and get it, they just want to pull up in a drive-thru, order it and get it. No, this not fast food up there.
That's why, right? That's why if you ever get something that's valuable and you lose it, you realize after you lost it that you fucked up. And then when you get it back, you don't make, you like, shit. Nah, I ain't touch that. Hey. Get your away from that goddamn. That's how this truth feels, man, bro. You know? That's how you gotta treat the truth, though. Really, it's our heritage. Yep. That precious thing that I'm speaking of that we lost was our heritage. Right. Our heritage was a spiritual gift, man. Our heritage was a spiritual gift from the Most High to be the rulers on the earth, to be Yasharala, man. And to be Yasharala came with a rule book, came with a manual, came with stipulations, came with guidelines, came with rules, man.
That's right. This is the law, statutes, and commandments. right? That's the guideline of brother talking about the rule book, man. All right, the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Which our people hate, man. They hate being told, man. All right, they hate being told what to do, man. They just want to be wicked, man. They want to listen to the so-called white man instead of listening to the Lord, man. How about you out now? They want to do what the so-called white man say, man.
Full state instruction.
Yep, come. That's right. Because if you free to say, all right, yeah, man, go down there and smack that hoe. You know what I'm saying? Jay gonna do it. Because that's wicked. Yep. But instead of, man, go down there and help her out, man. Go help her with this grocery. I ain't finna help her. She know what I'm saying? Jake wicked as hell. Like, that's backwards as mud, you know?
That's why I say that my people are wise to do evil.
That's right, brother.
But to do righteousness, they know not.
They have no knowledge of it, man.
They have no knowledge of, basically, paraphrasing. Our people don't know righteousness. All they know how to do is do wickedness.
That's right, brother.
It says, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up.
And that's what we're doing, man. That's why we stuttering, man. We stuttering. All right, we studying. All right, we read. We taking notes. All right. Doing lessons, doing videos. All right, being a brother to the brother. We get together, we fellowship. All right, that's taking that book, man. We eating it, man. All right, week in and week out, man. All through the week. You know? We don't take no breaks, man. This is what it's about. Taking that book and eating it, man. Go ahead, Doc.
And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey.
Right.
And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Right, because this is John the Revelator on the island of Patmos, man. All right, now he said when he ate that little book, it became in his mouth sweet. Because what he saw basically was all the things that the brother was talking about. The kingdom. He saw the kingdom. But he said as soon as he had digested it, it became bitter. And the reason that it became bitter is this point right here. And he said, I was prophesied again before many people and nations and tongues and kings. All right? What the angel showed John the Revelator was that he was going to have to be cast into bondage again, man. Because he was actually exiled to the island of Patmos. He was serving a sentence of bondage. But when he ate the book, he had that taste of freedom. Like, oh man, it's over. But then he saw himself back here again. That scripture is going into so many things because it's actually going into reincarnation too. Because what he saw was himself back here in bondage again, prophesying, man. Prophesying the downfall of America, which is what we're doing now, man. Prophesying the downfall of this wicked rulership. Okay? Because the earth is being ruled and governed through complete wickedness. Democracy is the rule of the demons, man. Look it up. Okay? That's what democracy means. Rule of the demons. And you naive, ignorant people think that democracy means government ruled by the people. What kingdom have you ever known in the history of the world where the people dictated what the king did? I'll wait for it. It don't happen, man. And when we rule, we gonna dictate. Because we're gonna be a nation of kings and priests. When Israel's back on top, that's just like that movie Black Panther, Killmonger. He was in his right mind. He was actually the true hero of the movie. But see, that's how you know we're in America. Because the true heroes are deemed as the wicked. Just like Yahweh Shah. When he came, he was really...
He a drunken.
Right. A wine bibber. You know. He's a murderer. He's this, he's that. You know. He's a blasphemer. But guess what? He was the savior of the nation of Israel, man. And the nation of Israel 2/3 of the nation of Israel, that is, had him crucified. You know?
Hold on.
That's just like in the movie Black Panther, man. Which, the movie was good, but if you're in the truth, you know, when you're in the truth, you understand that the movie had a message, okay? And it was actually trying to push that Martin Luther King bullshit, you know? Get together with all the nations and come. And they was pushing that one world order shit too, because that's what Martin Luther King was pushing through the help of the elites, man. Okay? Martin Luther King was no hero, man. All right? The fake Jews wrote that speech, for one. Okay? And two, we was better as a segregated people than we are as an integrated people. And that's going against the Most High for people to integrate anyway. Because the Most High always had a division amongst Israel.
That's what holy means.
Separation, man. The Most High is all about separation, man. So all you people that's putting Martin Luther King on some sort of level, hey, you're an antichrist, man. All right? Martin Luther King was an antichrist, man. This is back in Isaiah chapter 61, verse 2, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our power to comfort all that mourn. That's what we're doing, man. All right? Proclaiming the return of Yahweh Shah, the acceptable year of our Lord. Because it's called the acceptable year of our Lord, because what does the scripture say? Every tongue and every knee, every knee will bow and every tongue shall confess. The water, brother, that Yahweh Shah, not Jesus Christ. If you ask these people walking around here today, who was Jesus Christ, you can't get one person to break it down correctly unless they know the truth, man. Unless they heard the prophets break it down. Okay? That's how we know that you niggas in IUIC is wicked as hell, man. Who is Jesus Christ, man? Because Hebrews 7:14 said the Lord sprang out of Judah. Said he was a Hebrew. Alright? So if you Chinese, you got a Chinese name. If you Japanese, you got a Japanese name. Jesus Christ is not a Hebrew name. So who is he? Who is Jesus Christ? I got an answer. Nobody. No fucking body. His image equates with Cesare Borgia, man. A fucking homosexual, incest demon, man. But we come out here to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, the one that you call Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shah, right? Which is the name that every knee is going to bow to and every tongue is going to confess, okay? Because Jesus Christ ain't coming to save you, man. Right. It says, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion.
And who mourning, man? All right? The elect. All right? The elect of the nation of Israel is mourning, man. All right? That's why I said Judah mourning, man, and against the language thereof, man. All right? We mourning, bro. Because guess what? This shit is wicked, man.
It's one of the reasons why we mourning right here. It's one of the main reasons why we mourning right here as a people, man.
That's right, bro.
Christianity, that stronghold that's on our people, man. Doesn't it say oppression maketh the wise man mad?
That's right.
Well, this image, all right, was put up to oppress you, man.
That's right, bro.
Okay?
Your savior, your deliverer, look like the one that oppressed you.
Right. The man, yeah. You got Jake. And when I'm speaking to Jake in particularly, I'm talking about Judah.
That's right.
Which is you so-called Negroes. But you Latinos too, man.
Yep.
You Latinos too. You Latinos too, man. You go in your house. You got the picture. You got a picture of the man that oppressed you, like the brother said, talking about he your savior. What type of sense does that make?
And that what made our people really bow down to Esau, man.
That's what happened when you talk about the precepts of men. That's what happened when you go in the hardcore bondage. That's what happened when you lose that precious gift, that precious spiritual gift that was given unto you, right? Which was the power, which was the law, statutes, and commandments that was going to give you the power to rule and be over all the nations on the face of the earth. That's what happened when you lose that, man.
And also, that's what happened when you discontinue from your inheritance. All right, we were stripped from our inheritance, man. All right, and look what we're doing now. You know, well, look what 2/3 doing. All right, you know, they think this they Lord, man. Because what? They discontinued from their inheritance, man, of knowing who the true power was, man. But us, as the Hebrew Israelites, the true men of the Lord, man, we're coming back to our inheritance, knowing who our true power is, and according to the scripture, this the image, man. This the image of our true power, man, according to Revelation, man. All right? Not that blue-eyed devil right there, man. All right? That's not the true image of the Lord, man. But according to Revelation, man, and Daniel, man, this the Lord right here, man. And it's just the image of it. All right? Not that blood-haired, blue-eyed devil, man. All right? That's not the picture of the Lord, man.
That's why they had to take the Apocrypha out the Bible, man. For scriptures like Baruch 2:30, man. You know?
That's right, bro.
We will remember ourselves in the land of our captivities, man.
That's right!
And the Apocrypha means hidden away.
That's right.
All right? And it's talking about a specific people that was hidden away. Okay? The Israelites were the ones that was hidden away. And the Apocrypha brings out the edification on where those Israelites were scattered to, man.
That's right, bro.
That's why the Roman Catholic Church had to take it out the Bible.
Actually, the Roman Catholic Church has it in their Bible.
Yeah, they got it in theirs.
Yeah, they got it in theirs, but all the Protestants, they don't have it.
Give it to them.
But it's crazy because they don't even have the Bibles in their churches. They got the hymnals. They want you singing those songs. They don't want you reading those scriptures, man.
Right, bro.
And hey, at least like I'll give you props to these Protestant churches. You know, they'll actually try to break down scriptures, but the Catholic Church, man, they'll have a dude read out of the Bible, and then the so-called priest or father or whatever you want to call him, he doesn't even talk about the scriptures.
That's how most pastors do today, though. They'll read a precept, and then boy going up to my way left field, goddamn. Like, damn, they ain't got nothing to do with the scripture, you know. But that's how they get our people, man, on a good conversation, man. You know,
our people trusted the Roman system.
That's right, bro.
They trusted this Roman way of life, man. All right. That's why they're destroyed. The Roman way of life is full of deceit. They just set it down, bro. Them men gonna keep it down. It says to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, man. All right? It said to give to them beauty for ashes, man. Okay? Because when you got this truth, you got the true riches. This truth is a beautiful, man. Okay? Because it makes you accept the fact that, okay, I'm here because I went off. So when you really into this wholeheartedly, you are prepared to lose your life. You're prepared to die a beautiful death. There's nothing more beautiful, like the scriptures say. There's no greater love than a man lay down his life for his brethren, man. Our big brother laid down his life for us, Yahweh Shah. We laying down our life for him. That's what making ourselves a living sacrifice is all about. You know? That's the beauty of it. Because if you're not in the mindset that we in, then your shit is ashes. Because this whole place is going to be reduced to ashes along with your deceitful ass mind.
Yeah. That's why I really like fuck. You know? If they ain't down with us, it's like fuck.
Right.
You know, because guess what? We out here, you know, like the brother said, making our body a living sacrifice, man. What are you doing? You know?
Yeah, you either with us or you against us, man. Ain't no in between.
Right.
You know? Okay. It says that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified.
That's right.
That's what we out here for. Like I said earlier, man, we not out here to get credit from you people, to get any type of recognition from these people. All right, we out here to glorify Yahweh. This is what he commanded us to do. It says, "Woe unto us if we preach not the gospel." Okay, and this is how you preach the gospel.
And he said, "Go prophesy to the wind."
You people need to read your Bible. It's a procedure to how you're supposed to preach the Bible. It's commanded how you're supposed to preach the Bible. The Lord was sitting in a ship preaching to the multitude of people on the shore. He was going from country to country. He was going from land to land, preaching to the people. He didn't have the disciples build up no damn temple and say, "All right,
Everybody come in.
everybody come in. Come as you are." No. The Lord brought the word to you.
That's
Which
right.
is what the prophets is doing all throughout the earth, man. Bringing the word to you, man.
And it says, like in Proverbs 1:20, man, she cried in the chief place of concord.
And the chief place of concourse is where we at. The chief places of the main chief places of concourse is in the major cities, in the chief places of the major cities, like where we at. We in downtown Memphis,
business, bro.
right? The chief places of businesses, which where we at is downtown Memphis. Go ahead, bro.
Now I'm just saying, which is the gate. You know, this the gate, man.
And the internet. Because right now the internet is the chief place of business, man. Okay? More people shop online than they actually do on stores. Okay? It's more people on the internet now than it is people reading books. That's why when the brother brought out second Ezra 15 verse that was at the top, right? Preaching to the
Write them on paper.
write them on paper. That's the point, right? That paper today, like I said, we doing that same thing. That paper means document. We documenting these scrolls on the internet.
Yeah. Video logs, blogs. That's where you get that from. Blogs. You know, we're messaging each other on the comment board.
That word log means to document. Yep.
Yeah. These videos that we post up are digital letters, you know, to the Akim out there,
Right.
to the elect, trying to wake them up. You know, instead of writing to the brothers out in Rome and Corinth, you know, we're just posting them up on the highways and byways, hoping, you know, when they're surfing the web, they'll pass by one of our messages. You know, and that's how the elect get woken up. Alright, you want me to read this? Alright, this is 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scriptures is of any private interpretation.
God, man.
Read it again,
John, knowing this first.
Call it.
Oh yeah, 2 Peter's chapter 1, verse 20. Knowing this first.
He said, knowing this first, man. Or you even get anything in your mind, man, trying to debunk these scriptures, man, debunk this Bible, man. He said, knowing this first. All right, this is the first thing you need to think about. This is the first thing you need to know before you even speak out your mouth, man. All right, before you even come against the man of the Lord that's out here on the highway and the byway prophesying. This is the first thing you need to know, man. All right, before you even walk up. All right, go ahead.
that no prophecy of the scripture
No prophecy of the scripture, man. All right? From Genesis all the way to Revelation, man. All right? No prophecy of these scriptures, man. All right? Because they all came to pass and they gonna come to pass, man. All right? Go ahead.
is of any private interpretation.
Right. Any private interpretations, man. That's why you gotta study yourself to be approved, man. All right? Because these scriptures say what it says, man. You just gotta look it up. All right? You gotta go back into the Hebrew and the Greek, man, and the Latin to understand these words, man. Certain words in the Bible, man. All right? But it's not under any private interpretation, man. It says what it says, man. I said the so-called white man going to slavery. What? His ass going to slavery, man.
That's right.
It said the kingdom of heaven for the Israelite, Negro, Latino, Native American. Guess what? The kingdom of heaven for the Israelite, man.
That's
the
right.
It says what it says, man. All right? It's up to you to have the discernment and look up the Hebrew and the Greek and the Latin, man, to get the real definition of it, man. All right? Go ahead, keep reading down, bro.
For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man.
All right? It came not by the will of man, man.